I like to take you through the MSI curriculum, which is designed to be a turnkey solution for teachers and students that map to industry certification exam objectives, as well as addressing the K-12 frameworks and higher ed frameworks. So first, each course is branded for the institution. So the school logo can go here, the district logo, the college logo, whatever. The course is broken up into modules, and I'll get to those, but I would like to show you some of the other features quickly. First, you can see all of the participants that are in a given class. There's no students in this class, so you don't see any students, but all of the students that are in the class would be listed here. There's a grade report. The grade report shows each module and each activity, each project, so the teacher can see how the students are doing. So again, you would see the student's name and where they are, okay? You can export those grades, so you can then import them into the district grade book. You can set up, if you want it to be a letter grade, what scale you want to use, like 100 to a 90 is an A, an 89 to a 70 is a B, what have you, okay? We tried to make the course as easy as possible to navigate. It keeps track of where the students left off and what lesson they have to start next. So let me take you over the scaffold. First, we start off with the learning objectives for a particular topic. After the student views the learning objective, we have the digital textbook that's actually embedded into each part of the curriculum before it's needed. So we chunk it. So the teacher doesn't have to say, go to page 56 in your textbook. We've already put the pages in front of the student. We also include a reading comprehension question, which also doubles as your vocabulary piece. After the student reads, answers a very simple question, low functioning on the Bloom scale. It's just a one-word answer. If the student read it, it's extremely easy to answer. If they haven't, it's a lot more difficult. To navigate through the course, they simply click Next. Now we have a short video that's designed to reinforce the reading. We want to address every type of learner, calisthenic, audio, every type of learner will benefit from this course. The video.
Tab, view the different subgroups starting with the clipboard subgroup. Font.
So the video is closed captioned and narrated. We keep it to under a minute and a half because after that you tend to reach a diminishing return, and it's just designed to reinforce the reading. So now the student has read about the subject, they've watched the video, and next they're going to be able to actually do it in a hands-on environment through a simulation. Now this is important because we really want the student to get used to using the software. But if they don't have the software on their home computer, we don't want them to not be able to complete the activity. So the simulations are completely web browser-based. I actually took this one, that's why I have 100, but I'm going to take it again just to show you how it works. So the simulation opens up. It looks like Word, but it's not Word. And in this particular activity, you are forced to look at all of the subgroups and Word, take it from a single page to a multiple page. So as I click, the software is recording my clicks each step of the way. And then the last one was View. And then it says here, after the View tab, go to multiple pages, and then back to a single page or one-page view. I get immediate feedback, 100. Obviously, that's the first one. It's very easy. Click Submit, and it goes in to the grade book for the learning management system, which those grades can then be imported into the district grade book or the institution grade book. So that's basically the scaffold. We have a learning objective, a reading topic, a video to reinforce the reading, an activity so that it's hands-on. But wait, there's more. We not only have a activity, but we also have an assessment. The activity prompts the student each step of the way. That's still in learning mode. The assessment asks the student to complete a task, but doesn't give them any additional instruction. That grade is more heavily weighted. We also include a hands-on version if the student wants to work in the actual software. So if the student has Word on their home computer, they can actually download the activity with the start file and work through the lesson. And then the teacher would just have to grade those themselves. Except for the activities, those are self-graded by the student. Dr. Marzano, one of the education gurus du jour, says that students should be able to self-evaluate. So after the student completes a particular activity, they can actually look at the answer file, evaluate themselves, move on to the assessment, which they then get a grade for. So that's the way the entire course is laid out, except for at the very end of each chapter, there's a project. The project encompasses everything that was learned in the entire chapter, all of the activities, and that's weighted even heavier than the previous two. So that's an overview of how it looks and how it works. The teacher can go in and see when the last time a student logged in, how long they stayed on the lesson. How long they stayed on the lesson is of a particular interest because if a student is getting consistently poor grades, but they go in and see they only spent 2 seconds on a simulation or a project, that would mean they just Christmas treat it and they're not really paying attention. And that data is very helpful to the teacher. Okay. Each student also gets their own grade report, which I'll show you in the student version. So from the dashboard, the teacher can see how many students are enrolled, who's completed, who's in progress, who hasn't started yet. I'm in as an administrator now, so there's some goodies that I'm not getting. I'm going to show you what just a regular teacher would see. So if I was a regular teacher, I would see all the courses that I'm teaching in my dashboard. Okay. And then to enter that particular class, I just click on it and it'll take me to that class. And then from here, I can see my participants. So demo student 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, when the last time they logged in, how long they stayed. And here's one of the grade reports a little more filled out. So as you can see, it gives you the student's name, what grade they received, and then at the end, it tells you what their course totals are, which helps you know if the student is on the right track to be ready to sit for the industry certification exam. As you know, a lot of schools, the goal is to get that student industry certified to make them college and career ready. And that's about it. Does anyone have any questions?
Yeah, thank you so much, Terrence. I have a question. You've been in Word. Could you also list off the other classes that you have available for this trial period?
Yes. Let me go to my dashboard. So we have Word, Excel, PowerPoint, IC3 Spark, Photoshop, ESP, this PowerPoint, and I would have to go to the spreadsheet, but it's basically all of the Office courses, the ACA courses, and the IC3 courses.
Okay, and it includes
also
Office, or Outlook.
Yes, Outlook. Yes, we also furnish the. Let me get rid of that. We also furnish the teacher with the teacher guide, which is really great because it shows you how to use a lot of the features in the software. So it goes over the course architecture, how to use the learning portal. We even put videos in there. And this is only for the teacher.
Hello and welcome to this tutorial on how to use your course demo.
Can you hear the audio for that?
Yeah, we can. That sounds great.
Okay, good. Yeah. So yeah, and this, I'm telling you, this is really a turnkey platform. All of the lesson, we also, and this is important, I want to show you the instructor resource materials that come with the course, okay? We have a pacing guide, the curriculum course crosswalk. We have a scope and sequence. We have a lesson planning guide. This lesson planning guide is unbelievable. All the teacher literally has to do, hang on a second, let me open this up here. I'm having a problem getting to it because, okay, there we go. The lesson planning guide lets the teacher just fill in the name of the activity, and how it maps all the way across. I had this go-to meeting piece here. Okay, there we go. Open. Oh, stand by 1 second. So we actually tell the teacher where the lesson is and what standard it maps to, and what's acceptable evidence that the student did it, and what chapter you find it in. So this is I mean, we really give the teacher everything he or she needs to be able to be successful in the classroom.
That sounds like it. What if the teacher needs some printable materials?
Okay, great question. So let's say if they want to print out part of the textbook. Let me get to my dashboard here. Okay. The only thing they would really want to print is the textbook pages. So these are the topic pages. And like I say, all they have to do is make a request, and then we can send them to print. Okay. There you go.
Oh, perfect. How would they make that request? Is there an email?
Actually, for anybody on a 90-day, we're going to just waive that and give it to them. If they have a problem downloading it, they can just, oh, this is kind of cool. At the bottom of every page, there's a support, and all they would have to do is just make a request. I'm having a problem downloading. Each request goes to 16 members. We pride ourselves, if it's during a work day, they'll get a response from us within 10 or 15 minutes.
Oh, wow, that's great.
Yeah.
Okay, another question. I know my kids are at home with Chromebooks. Can this work on Chromebooks? And also, what about Macs?
100%. And that's one of the beautiful parts about being completely web-based. It works on everything.
And there's nothing to download?
Nothing to download.
Oh, that's great. Okay, what other questions? Or is there anyone else listening that has another question? If not, I think we've got a great, this has been a wonderful presentation, Terrence. I sure appreciate you. And
oh, my pleasure.
MSI.
And if I could just put the bug in your ear, like I had shared with Margaret in the fall, all of these applications that are in, all of these activities that are in the simulated format, we will have them in app. So they will be able to do the lessons in app. They will be graded, and they can do it on a Chromebook or any other device or a Mac, because it will be web-based, except the instructions will open up in the application for Adobe and Microsoft.
And that's coming this fall.
Yes, that's coming this fall. It's in it's in beta now, and the beta tests are all going flawlessly. So if you can imagine this, you open up Microsoft Word, type MSI in for the add-in from the Microsoft Store. You log in with the credentials that you received from us, and the instructions for the lesson appear in a sidebar. As you complete the lessons and hit check my work, the grades report back to our learning management system, which can be forwarded to the district's or institution's grading system. This is a complete game changer. It's a way to work in app without having to download anything except the application that you're working in.
Wow, that will be that. Okay, thank you so much for today, and we'll let you know if additions. Sure appreciate it.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm at your disposal, and you guys have a wonderful day.